Today we talk battling with our brains, battling with our balls, and I make everybody mad with my opinions on 3D Mario games. All that and more on today's edition of Mii Weekly. Let's do this! Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Mii Weekly, this time for Friday, September 3rd, 2021. I'm Hero TJ with Nintendo Wire, coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. Thanks for joining me. We've got a pretty light news week, all things considered, so I've got a little fun something planned for the sound off section. Be sure to stay tuned till the end of the episode so you can take part, but let's get things started with some headlines. Starting with Nintendo's announcement of a new game titled Big Brain Academy: Brain vs. Brain. For my part, I've really never been interested in brain age, brain training, big brain academy. For the most part, I more or less accept being an ignorant ignoramus, but after watching the announcement trailer, I think they might have won me over. I really appreciate the general framing of the game. The simple little hand-drawn avatars look cool to me. I appreciate how they're displayed on the screen while you play. The game looks to be really fast-paced, which is definitely a big consideration for me when determining which games to play, and the family multiplayer component is huge for me because that's where I'm at in my life right now. It's very easy to imagine sitting down with my wife or any of my 3 kids and firing up this game for a little friendly brain battle. Big Brain Academy: Brain vs. Brain releases on December 3rd. A couple new DLC characters have been revealed for Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, most recently Sezuo from Monster Rancher, which will be available as post-game DLC as soon as October 19th for $4.99. But what really got my attention is the pop culture icon joining the Monkey Gang as Day 1 DLC, also for $4.99, that being the friendly Sanrio All-Star Hello Kitty. Now, I'm not personally a Hello Kitty fan, but my 8-year-old daughter can't seem to get enough of the character. Believe it or not, I've never played a Monkey Ball game in my entire life. I know there's a lot of diehard fans, including my very own younger brother, but somehow it just missed me altogether. I have to say I never even considered picking up Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, but the inclusion of Hello Kitty might just be exactly what it takes to get me to buy in. Most of you who watch this show have a pretty good idea of the kind of games that appeal to me by now. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a Hero TJ type game. Also available as Day 1 DLC is Persona 5's Morgana, and it doesn't stop there. Free guest characters include Yakuza's Kazuma Kiryu, Jet Set Radio's Beat, and of course, Sonic and Tails. You know what I want to see? Let's get a special edition DLC Donkey Kong for the Nintendo Switch version of the game. Then I would buy it 100% for sure. Characters are continuing to roll out for Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl. Now this isn't exactly new news. I believe these characters were revealed during Gamescom, and those characters are April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and CatDog. For me, this announcement was a little bit overshadowed by April O'Neil's inclusion in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, but interestingly enough, both versions of April sport the iconic yellow jumpsuit from the 80s cartoon. What a revival for 80s April! While I think the inclusion of these characters is cool, it's not really enough to move the needle for me. Most of my history with Nickelodeon goes back to Rugrats, and I guess we have Reptar already announced for the game, and Doug, who I believe is actually owned by Disney now, so not much of a chance that he's going to be making an appearance. I'm of course a very big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, but frankly I don't really associate the Ninja Turtles with Nickelodeon. I did really appreciate Invader Zim, who's in there. I also kind of liked Rocket Power. No Rocket Power reps yet though. And of course there's Avatar, probably the greatest cartoon show of all time. No Avatar characters yet, although I think it's pretty fair to expect that 1, 2, or a few will be included from that show. Let me know what Nickelodeon characters you'd like to see. Now playing! Not much has changed between this week and last week. I'm still plugging away at Breath of the Wild, although I am approaching the game a lot differently than I played the first time. When I 100%ed the game on the Wii U, I was hardcore clinging to my map. It's very easy to get lost in such a vast and sprawling world, but this time around I thought I'd embrace that. I've got all my maps turned off. I don't even really look at them, except maybe to remind myself where my horse is, and I'm just seeing where the adventure takes me. Although I did get to do something pretty cool this last week. It was recently discovered that it's possible to acquire the Master Sword right at the very beginning of the game with only 3 hearts. I apologize that I don't know who first discovered this, but there's a lot of videos and articles out there on how you can achieve it. Basically, what you have to do is light a fire right next to the Master Sword, look up with your camera, sleep until morning, and then just start hardcore spamming the A button, and if you get the timing right, da-na-na-na, you've got the Master Sword. One of the funny things is, even though it does trigger the Trial of the Sword event if you have that DLC, you can't actually do it. it, because it still requires you to actually pull the Master Sword out, even though the Master Sword's not on the pedestal. And if you only have 3 hearts, you will, of course, die. But it feels kinda awesome to be running around Hyrule with the Master Sword and only 3 hearts. As I mentioned when I was playing through Skyward Sword HD, my kids have developed quite the appetite for watching me play Zelda, and it's becoming a little bit of a family experience. They love when I encounter Hestu. Every time I trade some Korok seeds for a new inventory space, Hestu regales us with an impressive maraca solo. They stand ready with anxious anticipation and bust into the Shakalaka Maraca dance. It's kind of awesome. Sorry about all the topless shots, it's like 100 degrees in Taiwan right now. This episode's Spirit of the Week comes from WizardBloke. We're looking at number 104, Geno. From the Mario series, Geno's first and only appearance is in Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Geno is a warrior from Star Road who joins forces with Mario, Peach, and Bowser to adventure through the 1996 Super Nintendo title Super Mario RPG, developed by Squaresoft, what is now Square Enix. Geno appears in the form of a star and inhabits the wooden body of a toy doll. Geno's true appearance, as well as his real name, remains a mystery. While Geno does reveal his true name, it's displayed as this, which he himself admits in the game is hard to pronounce. Even though Geno is classified as a Mario character, he's actually a Square original, being created specifically for Mario RPG, which remains his one and only outing. Although he's cameoed ever so briefly in other titles, such as Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, as well as Smash 4 as a Mii costume, and that costume recently returned in Ultimate, as well as being represented as a spirit. Obviously. Should you equip the Geno Spirit, you won't be afforded any special effect, but appropriately enough, Geno is a Legend class spirit, so you will get a respectable power boost. To acquire the Geno Spirit, you can summon him by combining cores from Drake Red Quest, a Superstar, any 2 attack cores, and any 2 neutral cores. Or you can win the Geno battle in World of Light. Thanks to WizardBloke for the suggestion. If there's a spirit you'd like to see as the Spirit of the Week, please let me know in the comments below, and if yours is selected, you'll be recognized in the episode with an on-screen credit just like the Honorable WizardBloke. Now it's time to sound off. Since we had a pretty light news week, I thought it'd be fun if you and I joined forces to rank the 3D Mario games, from best to worst. Now, before I reveal my personal ranking, I want to qualify my opinions by stating that, in general, I consider Mario games best enjoyed as 2D platformers, simply as a matter of taste. I think Super Mario World for the SNES is the gold standard, and you may see that preference reflected in how I rank the 3D games. Number 1, Super Mario 3D World. It brings the best of 2D platforming level design into 3D space, which affords the player that much more real estate through which to navigate, which really comes in handy when enjoying this title's most significant advantage over the others on this list. It's multiplayer. Number 2, Super Mario 3D Land. It has everything I said about the previous game, minus the multiplayer. Number 3, Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's Mario Galaxy, but better, and with Yoshi. Number 4, Super Mario Galaxy. Why settle for 3D platforming when you can experience omnidirectional platforming? It doesn't seem like it should work, but it somehow does, and it's shockingly intuitive. Number 5, Super Mario 64. I love the hub world and exploring the different paintings throughout Peach's castle. I hate the accursed camera, and this game is difficult for me to return to due to the dated, unrefined way in which Mario is controlled. Number 6, Super Mario Sunshine. This game gets a bad rap, but it's not a bad game. I enjoyed my time with it, but the controls took some getting used to, and I also found myself very unenthused by the Pianta NPCs and the Calypso vibe. I did, however, really dig Shadow Mario. And bringing up the rear at number 7, Super Mario Odyssey. I've shared my unpopular opinion about Mario Odyssey too many times, so suffice it to say, in spite of sporting some of Mario's best handling in terms of Mario controls of any 3D entry so far, this game omits most of the elements that appeal to me in Mario games, and supplants them with a wide variety of features and functions that fail to resonate with me. I know, I'm the only person in the world who feels this way. But this is just one man's opinion. What I really want to know is what you think. Please leave a comment in the comments section below to let me know the correct ranking of 3D Super Mario games. Even if you haven't played all the 3D Mario games, I still invite you to participate. Just don't include the games you haven't played in your list. As always, I look forward to seeing what you have to say. I have a feeling we can have some riveting conversations about this one. And please be sure to join me again next Friday when we do the same thing for the Legend of Zelda series. And that's a wrap on another edition of Mii Weekly. We did it! That was pretty fun, huh? I hope you'll join me again next Friday. Until then, have a super awesome, ultimate, amazing week. This is Hero TJ signing out. Thanks for playing.